Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go.
Are you ready to be entertained? Let's get into another reaction. This is Lucifer Season 6, Episode 3. Let's jump right into it. Full reactions are available. Links are down below. While you're down there, please hit the like button, share, and comment. Now, without further ado, let's jump into Lucifer and find out exactly what the show has got to give. Sympathy for the devil of my time with Lucifer Morningstar. Oh, the doc. Hey, Doc.
What are you working on?
I'm journaling. I've been looking for something to fulfill me, and I've found this work.
Remember how it was your idea to help someone I didn't care about to prove I could be God?
No. You know, the best way to get answers can be to look to the past. We met because of a case. Those details might be enlightening. For you.
A friend of mine had been murdered, someone I cared about quite a bit.
Delilah.
I'm gonna do as you asked. I'm gonna get it together. Promise, Lucifer.
What happens now? That's up to you. Okay? The first time that Chloe and I met, we caught the killer.
Please don't kill me. Oh, Jimmy. Oh, you're gonna wish that's all I did to you.
Vile, horrid little man. He was the worst. Fall into the trap of caring about someone again, so who better to help than someone I hate? Totally makes up for your earlier bad advice.
Do you remember anything else about the case?
Oh my god. Hey, Ella.
How far do you think a frog could fall and live?
I'm to use my penthouse if you wish.
I'm not gonna do that, Lucifer. I think this frog is something else entirely. Be tied to something big.
That's right, the frog came from heaven.
Really big.
Guys.
But I'm not ready to reveal it just yet because I think it might make me sound a bit kook. You really want to know?
I respect your privacy, Miss Lopez. I'm looking for a criminal who should still be in the police system. Jimmy Barnes. Last I heard, he's in some sort of insane asylum.
See for yourself.
Maybe it's best if I put Amenadiel's necklace back in the safe. Are you going somewhere?
An occasion like this requires the classic look.
Wait.
Realized if I'm going to be God, then I need to help someone that I hate. I am going to help Jimmy Barnes, of all people.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but he died a year ago in a mental hospital.
I'm going to pop down to hell to see him. It's almost easier this way, really.
So when do we leave?
This is a terrible idea. Worst I've heard since some genius decided to cancel Bones.
Lucifer, I'm talking about me going down to hell.
First and foremost, it's never been done. Probably because mortals can't go down there. But even if you did, the place is full of terrible dangers. Why don't you go home, put your feet up? I'll pop this back in.
No! This makes me incredibly strong. Help me survive a trip to hell, you know?
Yes, I suppose it would, but I'm not sure it's worth the risk.
Jimmy Barnes shot me in the chest. I almost died, Lucifer. I'm meant to be God's consultant. I should know everything, right? We are partners, aren't we?
Oh, Lord.
Well, right now?
There's no time
Is
like
it
the present.
Dan down there?
Okay, let's do it. I will never get tired of that.
I'm back.
What?
So I held up my end of the deal. Now you.
Lucifer, look out! Lucifer, you're in danger! There's an evil, mean murder angel right here! Thought I'd help you kill Lucifer, but I learned my lesson. I'm not here to help you. I'm here to stop you.
He's still dead.
How are you doing this? You literally just carried me up here in your arms.
From hell. And now we're in the land of the living. Body is worm food. You're just,
A ghost?
Yeah. Anyway, clearly Lucifer's not home. I'd say pull up a chair, but, you know.
What?
Each one of these doors leads to a different hell loop?
That is my throne.
Looks so lonely.
It was. I can't seem to find Jimmy's hell loop. He should be right around here. I don't want to get trapped in someone's hell loop, trust me.
Wow.
Been there, done that. Stand this way.
That song sounded familiar.
I'm looking for Amenadiel. Amenadiel, apparently that's it.
That's me.
I'm Officer Harris.
And you thought my name was weird.
Here for Amenadiel's first day of field training. I knew you were a softie.
Shut your mouth, Ellen.
Real hard ass. Tough as hell. I mean, most of our trainees wash out.
How do you help somebody who's in hell?
That I don't know the answer to yet. Even this door's vile. Every hell loop is different, so we could be in for anything. Knowing Jimmy, it's probably quite twisted and terrifying. My chin!
Butt-like?
I was going to say this amazing in real life.
You did drive Jimmy insane. Maybe that's why you had a hard time finding the door earlier.
Terrible!
Because you broke Jimmy Barnes' brain?
I'm a smoothie!
Oh, I'm sure it won't stay that way. Right? Ooh, whoa, this feels so weird. Because I'm a cartoon? Oh gosh, you know what? Who cares?
I can't believe I'm saying this, but look, I think we need to focus.
You broke him, and now you can fix him.
Good idea. Aha! This is the moment I crashed Jimmy's wedding.
If there is anyone here who would oppose this holy
Oh, hello.
union,
This is my cue.
hold your peace.
Excuse me! Aha! Supposed to be me. Allow me to introduce myself. And his chin definitely looks like a butt. You know what? Screw Jimmy Barnes, I'm out.
You're probably wondering why I signed up for this.
Not really.
I have a son now. I want to make the world a better place for him. For everyone, actually.
Police officer needs assistance 594 on the corner of Barrington and 3rd.
That's vandalism.
It's car 77 right around the corner. I got this.
We caught a perp spraying some pretty foul graffiti. It was horrifying. Never look at the elderly the same way again.
Take it from here.
I close my eyes and they're still there.
Can't just leave.
Oh, yeah. Watch my cartoon keister do just that.
Helping Jimmy all the more difficult, but maybe it makes the goal.
All the more worthy.
I'm still new to this, but do the doors normally disappear?
I'm sure it's not a problem. I'll just summon a new one. Not only can I not summon the door, I don't feel the normal control I have in hell. Stand for this.
Oh. It's, yeah, there's nothing, nothing down there. Stabilize him mentally. Maybe you can regain control of his hell loop.
Hey, did you like his chest hair? Because I could grow out a tuft like that if you...
No, I'm good, thank you.
So, you in the front, Baldy, you look strong and very ready for battle. They'll probably cry when they see you
Listen,
coming.
I know her.
No, you don't.
Maze, all right. I don't know what she's doing or why she's doing it.
God damn it, Amenadiel.
Crazy plan of hers to somehow make me look good?
Well, she made you look good by committing vandalism.
It is just graffiti, though, right?
Right. Textbook gateway misdemeanor. You said you wanted to catch criminals, so we caught one, and we're taking her to prison.
Seems a bit excessive. She's harmless. Mostly.
Once a criminal, always a criminal. I mean, if you don't know that, then maybe you're not cut out for this job.
Well, then I guess I'm not, because I will never think that way.
I hope so. Here's your stop.
What? This isn't prison. A women's shelter, seriously?
There's good people here. They might be able to give you the help you need. This is police work.
Excuse me! Yeah, I have a problem. All sweaty and altogether fugly.
Did you actually say that?
I never said that. See, I'm being slandered. Shall we interrupt this tirade? Excuse me? I'm in the middle of, doing one of my performances. Maybe this isn't so bad. That's it! Not the horns! Not the horns! Very good, Chloe. Oh, juice. Well, this place can go itself. Yeah, said it was even if it's a card. Should have... Very good, Chloe. Jimmy. Let's chat.
It's you.
This is your torture? Was me interrupting your sham wedding really the worst thing that ever happened to you? Town loop is broken. I fear the only way out is in. We need to go deeper. Show me your real hell. This is definitely worse.
Dude, you almost got it. I saw him.
Really? Once Lucifer gets here, it's gonna be a bloodbath. For you. He's basically the most dangerous being in the entire universe. How the hell do you plan to fight that? Lucifer's got him too. What are you gonna do? Fan him to death? Okay, that's different. I understand that you don't want to kill Lucifer. But I came to realize that he's actually a really good guy. I know what it feels like to be in pain and want to hurt someone. But the person who gets hurt the most
is you.
How did you almost kill Lucifer?
Look, you're clearly going through something, and all I'm saying is that I'm here to listen. I meant to you.
This here's a jam for all.
Is very 80s, even for the time.
Yabba Dabba do me. That little monster and sort this out.
This is more than 30 years ago. How are we ever going to recognize him?
Come on.
This isn't the store that we followed Jimmy into.
Speaking of torture.
Who's that?
Guyliner.
The Wednesday's Child's first single, going platinum!
Oh, what are you looking for? A clue?
Forgot. The 80s weren't all bad.
To our first success, and so many more to come. You're fired, dude. Your sound is so mainstream. We want to make real music. You're only holding me back.
You're only holding me back. That's one of the things the devil monster said to Jimmy in the cartoon.
You didn't hear from me. The Wednesday's Child are total frauds. That's why I backed out on them.
Hell have no fury like a record producer scorned.
So,
None of that stuff you said is true.
why don't you go and join them?
This isn't about sides, Jimmy. You're better than this.
You're right. I deserve better than you, better than all of this. Now get the hell out.
Who is the woman with the guitar? Jimmy's first love?
She hurt him. Rejected him.
Rejected him.
How'd you get in here?
You're afraid of being abandoned, so you pushed her away before she could do it to you.
All anybody ever wants from me is what I could give them. Record deals, money, fame.
Trying so hard to be what you think they desire, but that's not what's important. What is it you truly desire?
I don't want her to go.
Well then, for once, go after her.
Lucifer. Look.
Adora.
Where's back? That must mean Jimmy's fixed.
We still don't know who that mystery woman is.
They want to see this through, huh?
What?
A cartoon.
The style is quite familiar. This must be the heart of his torture.
Your mom.
She's his mother.
Just watch your cartoons, Jimmy, and everything will be fine.
He's only holding you back.
She left him.
She never came back, did she? How long did he sit here? Hours? Days?
He must have felt so alone.
Child Protective Services.
Find me! She's coming back! Please! Don't!
I can't get you out of hell. Only you can do that. I now see the pain behind the terrible decisions that you made in life. Excuse them, but I understand them now.
The cartoons. They're his comfort. They're a lifeline when he's scared.
I came here to help you, Jimmy. And you told me your desire.
I don't want her to go.
For the time being, this will have to suffice.
Damn, that's emotional.
before we go,
Dan?
I have to see Dan.
The whole point of this was to see if I could help someone that I hated, despite everything Jimmy Barnes did. I care about him now. If I can grow to like Jimmy Barnes, of all people,
Then you can grow to care about anybody.
ironically, we're in hell, and finally I'm ready to be God. Where's Daniel?
Hey, Maze.
What were you thinking?
I am the whole reason you passed that lame reverse psychology test.
He's actually trying to find people who are in it for the right reasons. Why would you even think that I couldn't handle myself? Is that really how little you think of me?
Don't lay your insecurities on me.
Why do you even care? Because you thought it would be funny, because you thought I would fail,
Because I'm your friend, Amenadiel. Sorry if I didn't go about it in the most ideal way or whatever. I was just trying.
Thank you.
Like I said, you're welcome.
This is important to me. Please, just...
Okay. I will not make fun of you. I promise.
I don't believe you.
You shouldn't.
Don't worry, Daniel probably got lost in one of Dromus's keggers. I shall pop back down and I will find him. What on earth are you doing on Earth?
Lucifer, watch out! All these years I've spent hating you for what you did to me. Finally, I can have my revenge.
Who are you?
I'm your daughter!
So yes, honey, you see me with my tank top. I'm relaxed today. So this is a very strong episode. I'm gonna let you guys know something. I have been, before, during, and after, eating so much Starburst that I literally have now finished an entire bag of Starburst while I was watching Lucifer. And if you guys don't believe me, here is the empty bag of Starburst. I was literally sitting here and just sneaking some in my mouth, Before I started watching this, I started eating a lot of them too. And then, because I think I was on a sugar high, I kind of zoned off in the middle of this. Not that it was a bad episode at all, just because I was just, you know, when you get so high on caffeine and then you're going down, you start getting kind of tired. That's what was happening to me. And my tongue is super red because I've been literally eating so many Starburst. But that's my new favorite candy. Thank God Halloween is over, so no more candy. Anyways, I actually really liked this episode. It was a lot of fun. I loved the cartoon part. I loved Chloe and him going to hell. The cartoon part was actually quite hysterical. That was actually the most interesting part of this whole entire episode for me, because I just found it very interesting. Yabba Dabba Doo, whatever it was, I thought it was from the Flintstones. Oh, was that the Flintstones that we ended up seeing him watching? Or was that the Jefferson or Jetsons, whatever those things were called? I can't remember what the cartoon was that little boy was watching. Maybe I can go back and look, because I'm actually quite curious what he was watching on TV. I don't even know what cartoon this boy was watching. It looks like I've never seen that cartoon. I thought it was gonna be Yabba, like the Flintstones. I think that's where Yabba Dabba Doo is from, isn't it? The Flintstones? Anyways, that's not the point of the episode. The point of the episode was actually extremely touching. I just didn't want to start crying at the very ending of it, because I know once I start crying, especially at this very moment, it was gonna continue on, and I wouldn't be able to film anything else. I'm just not in the mood for that today. So I did my best to zone out when I knew I was gonna start crying, but overall, the message I still heard. The message over here with Lucifer trying to save this guy. I don't remember season 1. I kind of remember this thing that they were talking about this person murdering Lucifer's best friend. I just feel like I remember something of that nature, and that's how we met Chloe, but I'm not really sure. I'm gonna go back and look real quick, when I'm done filming this. But regardless, him finally coming over there and helping him for a brief couple of whatever, maybe eternity, keeping the mother there with him was very emotional. Also, I always say, grown adults generally, or kids that do horrendous things, murders, stealing, killing, racist people, racist kids that grow to be adults, there was something in their childhood that made them that way. Generally, not all the time. Sometimes they're just people who have problems. And then there's just evil people in this world. But a lot of people, I really do stand by, that it dealt with something about their childhood. And as you saw here, it dealt with his mother ending up leaving this child, going away, this looks like with her guitar and her man, or whoever the hell that was, and then CPS coming through and taking the child into foster care, and that's how he had to live his life. I don't know, you know, every foster child I know, is it foster child? Every foster child I know that is an adult now, they all do have a lot of anger issues or some type of issues. And I know like for some odd reason, I know a lot of people that were in the foster care system, and they just have a lot of anger. I actually am not friends with any of them anymore. I used to be, you know, cordial. I think I'm cordial. Well, I'm not enemies. I'm cordial with them. If I ever saw them again, I'm like, hey, what's up? But it was just a very hard time being their friend. And maybe the disconnect is because I didn't grow through that life, like the life that they lived, and because they're possibly so angry from it and being in the system. I can only imagine being in the system and everything that you have to go through, and like house to house to house, and isn't it like you go to a family and then if they don't want you, you go to another family? That's horrible if that is true. So that's really hard to see. And then he obviously grew up to be adult and did what he did, and now he's in hell, which is dreadful. Dan being brought up to being brought back and still being like Casper the Friendly Ghost is quite interesting. A good, interesting story line that we're gonna have to be closing out this season. I actually believed in the beginning of this season that Lucifer wasn't gonna be God. I thought that God and his mom were gonna come back. I'm getting more closer and closer to think that by the ending of this season is when Lucifer will be okay with going to become God. I feel like God and his wife are literally in another realm, and they're just like, peace. This mom, what she did to this child, is very similar to what God did to the rest of us in the show. He's like, gotta go, see you later, retirement party, I'm going with my wife. So overall, like, I was just like, oh, what's going on here? But I did really like this episode. I would probably give it an 8. You know, you guys know I love Maze. I love Amenadiel's little storyline that he has going on with him wanting to be a police officer. By the ending of this show, Amenadiel's probably gonna be a police officer. The doctor is probably gonna have made up a book that's selling nonstop. Chloe won't be going to heaven. Should stay here and figure something else, and probably go back to being a cop. Lucifer will be God and maybe bring his daughter with him. I don't know. And I feel like that's like the gist of what's going to happen by the ending of this season. I feel like that's what they're shaping it up, because, you know, they're just dragging out the storyline about Lucifer going to heaven. He's not going to heaven. He's not going to heaven until the final episode, which is a duh to the duh. Now, we met his daughter. What the holy hell is Lucifer's daughter? Is that like a thing, or was this for the show or cartoon? I mean, you know, whatever it's called. Lucifer's daughter. I don't think Lucifer had a daughter like in the book. Princess of Hell. In the book of Lucifer's daughter, Princess of Hell, the Princess of Hell deals with assassination attempts, hellbounds, and rebellion in hell. So Lucifer apparently has a daughter. Lucifer's daughter is a character of the TV series and in several books. So her name is Aurea. Is the daughter's name. Regardless, we did discover that she was an X-Men, right? It doesn't really look like her. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Not X-Men, Deadpool. It doesn't look like her at all. Like in this episode, I was trying to figure it out, maybe a little bit. And somebody did say that's actually is her, but it just looks so different. But obviously this is before Deadpool, which was many years later, 2021. It says 2021, it ended. But regardless, still really like this character. She seems extremely interesting. And I'm very curious to see what Lucifer did to her to hurt her. Did he do one of these, what we just saw, how he left, how the mother left the son? Did Lucifer leave the daughter and she was tormented in hell? Is that what happened? And who's the mother? So many unanswered questions that we're going to end up finding out, and I'm super excited for it, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Check out all my other reactions, and until next time, I'm off this.
You gotta choose a side. You gotta do what's right. Look, I ain't got no time to be hanging around. Nobody trying to figure out if they good or evil. I'm fighting the crime, saving your lives one at a time. I'm killing the rhymes. I do it for the people. I'll be the fucker running through the six with a bag full of